Okay, I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but here it is. This is my entry for the Dragonchain hackathon on December 9th. Well, it's currently 6:30 where I am, which is the East Coast, but hopefully I'm within schedule. So this is for a project called TempGuard, which the idea is for it to be a temperature monitoring solution for restaurants or whatever field that you can imagine, hospitals for drugs, pharmacies, um, any food industry. Basically, my specific use case right now is for the food industry because I'm thinking there are regulations here in the US where you need to specifically keep food and food handling equipment within certain thresholds. Otherwise, well, first of all, food can spoil and can make people sick if that's the case, if they don't keep the cold chain. And well, of course, restaurants or stores get um, inspectors every now and then to make sure that they are keeping track of the temperatures. It's a requirement to keep track of temperatures. Most of them are currently using just manual ledgers, like a book with notes that they do periodically every hour or every 2 hours. There's an employee that goes around the store and writes down, takes the temperatures manually and writes it down in a book. And then somehow when the inspector goes there, they go look for that, show them, and the inspector has to trust their word for it. So this solution basically uses sensors, which I have one right here. Like, this is a demo device from Nordic, which has a lot of sensors in it. I'm specifically using the temperature one. And basically you would have these sensors across the store wherever you need temperature saving. And then this TempGuard solution would automatically uh, ledger this information into a Dragonchain so that whenever an inspector comes, he could just ask for the information and it will be immediately available either via report or whatever. It also has like an ability, I added an ability to create real-time alerts. So every time if some temperature that comes in is out of a certain threshold, it would make an alert, which right now it's just recording it, but of course it could be sent email, text messages, or whatever. Now, this is a very basic implementation, proof of concept that I made, but of course with time it can be expanded to anything, and not just temperatures, but any kind of sensor that can be read. So, without further ado, I'm going to try to show how this is working. This is the very basic web that I made, which you can see I already inserted an equipment with the sensor into my chain. Uh, Basically, the equipment, this is the single equipment that is currently there, and you can already see, based on this sensor, that there are a bunch of alerts. Here's the name of the equipment and all the alerts that made, and you can also watch the history. Total 65 temperatures, all the history that has been saved into the chain. Now let me see if I can show you. This is currently all real time, and basically the sensor is sending the data it's reading the data from the sensor every second, but I am sending it into my system every 10 seconds. And I currently set a threshold that if anything over 10 degrees would create an alert, so it might be hard for me to show you how an alert is not created here on video, but of course you can check the code or install it yourself and try it out. What I will try to do, let's see if I can make it at least change the temperature. Let's see if I can make it go higher. Okay, trying not to pass out here, but you can see that I was able to send one with 31 degrees. So let's go here and refresh, and you can see it right there, 31 degrees. So this is all being ledgered into the chain, on the blockchain forever. So you can go to the inspector and say, here I made my dues, everything is in order. And in the case of real-time alerts, of course, it gives you the opportunity to go and fix whatever problem that is causing the cooler to go down, and be, of course, in compliance with what the government is asking you to do. But not only that, if the reason why the temperatures are going out of threshold is because a freezer broke or whatever, then all the food that you had in there, if you had to wait, for example, nowadays, and it happens in the middle of the night, all the food would go to waste, and you have to throw away all your food. So it's a huge, huge money savings opportunity as well. So, well, that's the project. I hope you like it.